Alright, this is a tutorial for Watercolor Eyes by Lana del Rey. We go through the same four notes through the same four chords. So we start with a G chord, which is G, and this is middle C right here. G, B, D. That's in my right hand, and in my left hand I have a G and a D. And then it is a B minor chord, which is B, D, F sharp, and then a B and an F sharp in my left hand. Next chord is a C chord, C, E, G, and a C and a G in this hand. And once you learn all these chords, you can play so many songs. Your hands get comfortable in these positions. And then, I always look for the note, and that's where my finger one goes. So finger one on my left hand is when I'm on a C chord, I just look for my C's, and I head right there with my finger one on my left hand and finger one on my right. And then the other fingers just fall into place. They're used to pushing down that in that pattern. And then the last one is a D chord. D, F sharp, A, and a D and an A in my left hand. Okay, and that's it. I just kind of changed those up a little bit to give the song some variety. But for the very beginning, the pattern I'm doing is the chord, then finger one, finger three, and back to finger one. So it sounds like this. Why you always doing that? Okay, do the same pattern with your B minor chord. Breaking up with me, then C, making up D, just make me mad. Oops, messed up a little bit there. All right, so one more time. The first chorus, G. Why you always doing that? B minor. Breaking up with me, then C, making up D, just make me mad. All right, and then I change the pattern now. So instead of finger one, finger three, finger one, I'm just gonna pulse G. I think that you taste like rock candy. B minor. Sweet like beaches, leave me all sandy. C. Why, D. Do you leave me with watercolored eyes? G. Young love don't always last forever. So I'm changing the pattern. So I went from pulsing through the whole thing, just pulsing my right hand, to this pattern of both hands, right hand, thumb, move on. Both hands, right hand, thumb. And if at any time this is too confusing for you, just pick one pattern that sounds really good to you and stick with it through the whole song, or whatever you're comfortable with. If just pulsing you're comfortable with, the song will still sound really pretty. I just was adding some variety. So again, this will be young love don't always last forever. B minor. Wild horses can't keep us together. C. So what if you taste just like heaven? D. That don't make it right. And then to change, another variation. So we're still doing the same chord. So we're back on G, but it would be an octave in your left hand. So two Gs, a low G and a high G in your left hand, and then just the chord in your right. Hot summer and cold watermelon. B. Your love stings like blood and a lemon. C. Why do you leave me with D's? Watercolored eyes, watercolored eyes, watercolored eyes. go back to the same pattern at the beginning. Why you always doing that? Playing guitar while I'm sleeping, acting like a brat. I think that you're sweet like rock candy, warm like beaches, leave me all sandy. So instead of doing the pulsing pattern, I just was going straight into the full pattern, which is, but again, you can change it and do it the way you want to. But so it was the both hands, right hand, thumb, and then I repeat that. Both hands, right hand, thumb of my left hand. Why do you leave me with watercolor eyes? Young love don't always last forever. Wild horses can't keep us together. See, so what if you taste just like heaven? D, that don't make it right. Octaves, G. Hot summer and cold watermelon. Your love stings like blood and a lemon. C. Why do you leave me with deep watercolored eyes? Watercolor eyes. B minor. Watercolor eyes. C. Watercolor eyes. D. That don't make it right. And then to finish the chorus, you can do, whatever sounds pretty to you. You can keep going with the octaves. Why you always doing that? Doing that. Breaking up with me, then making up. I like to slow it down at the end, so I would probably change it to and just pulsing maybe. Why you always doing that? Breaking up with me, then making up. D, just to make me mad. Ooh, hey, hey. Why? D, that don't make it right. So I just slow it down at the end. So maybe going from pulsing, or maybe doing the pattern here. Why you always doing that? Breaking up with me, then making up, and then pulsing, just to make me mad. Ooh. Hey, yeah. C. Why? And then just one time. That don't make it right. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully you have some ideas on how to make it your own. Happy playing.